In this video, I'm going to tell you how to measure your BOLT score and why it is important. BOLT stands for Body Oxygen Level Test, and although not perfect, it gives us a great indication where we are at on any given day, how our biochemistry and our biomechanics are functioning, as well as our psychophysiological state. Although it is called a test, please don't stress about this. Ideally, take this test first thing in the morning before your morning cup of tea or coffee. If you're trying this later in the day, then just give yourself a few minutes just to relax and come back into the body. If you're planning on doing this regularly, which I would recommend, try and take it at the same time every day, and that gives you an ideal baseline of where you are at, and it becomes much easier to track your progress over time. In order to take this test, we are going to take a normal breath in through the nose. We are then going to breathe out through the nose. We are then going to pinch the nose. We are then going to wait. Time in seconds, how long it is before your first definite desire to breathe. That desire to breathe may come from the brain. It may be a very strong response to breathe. We may feel a tightening of the throat. We may feel a slight flutter of the diaphragm. The main thing to think about and remember during this test is we are not using willpower at this point. We are letting our body give us the signal that it is ready to breathe. And on that first signal to breathe, we will breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And those breaths should be fairly regular. What we're not doing is flexing our willpower at this point. Those breaths after the breath hold should be regular and not too ragged. If you're finding that those breaths are quite ragged, then maybe you pushed a little too hard. Functional breathing provides the base of which everything else is built upon. Functional breathing allows for functional movement. It also allows for more focus. You can imagine that if your breathing at rest is dysfunctional, then it won't suddenly improve when we start bringing in physical activity on top of that. Physical exercise does not necessarily improve our functional breathing. However, functional breathing does have a positive impact on our physical exercise. Our objective should be to hit a BOLT score of 25 seconds or above. Please don't be dismayed if you are below that 25 seconds. After several head injuries, I had a BOLT score of around 10 seconds. This is something that you can positively action, and the breath is always with us, so you can improve it. When your BOLT score is low, it is likely that the breath is upper chest and you're breathing harder than you have to. At rest, 80% of our breath should be driven by the diaphragm, which sits just under your rib cage. And the diaphragm is our main breathing muscle. It also helps to stabilize the spine. So what happens now? Now you have a score, there are things that we can work on. I will be diving into more depth over future videos how you can improve the score, but the main thing is awareness. How are you breathing on a daily basis? To learn more about the benefits of nasal breathing and why you should be mouth taping at night for better sleep, better recovery and better focus. Also, how we can bias that parasympathetic nervous system by bringing breathwork and meditation into our lives. I will link videos below for you to enjoy and dive deeper down the breathwork rabbit hole.